back to the channel real quick, man. I want to talk about me. That's right, man. My own personal minivan. Y'all remember I bought this minivan? Well, I guess I done had it a year and a half now. I bought this minivan, yes, a year and a half. 3.6, as you can see. I bought it from this guy. First of all, I do ride share. A lot of y'all know that. Uber and Lyft. And I had an old 2009 minivan. The problem was I couldn't do airport runs with that year model. So I got online, found a cat a lot. This is 2012. He was selling his for fairly, decent price. But I went out there. I'll tell you how that go. I'm glad I got time. I'll tell you how this went. I went out there, right, to drive the van. I'm gonna do a whole video on test driving at a used car lot because there's some scammers out there, y'all. So I go to drive the van, right? I'm in it, no check engine light on, but I feel a miss. I had my little scan tool in my pocket that I can check. Lo and behold, there's a cylinder 4 maturing. It's pending. In other words, getting ready to check. So a lot of these car lot guys, they hope that you would not even drive the car long enough for codes to mature and turn the light on. He had to have known that that light was about to come on, was going to come on, but because he's selling it as is, it's all on you if you buy it and you have a problem. But lucky me, like I said, I had my scan tool and I went back to him and explained to him, look, man, there's a misfire in this minivan. It hasn't matured and set a code yet, but it's coming. Okay, I'm a mechanic. You can't play me like that. So after a few chuckles, giggles, and laughs, I finally convinced them, long story short, I convinced them to drop the price extremely low. I really need this van. I wanted to do airport runs with Uber. So, he dropped the price to a reasonable amount. Now, me knowing what I know and what I do, there's a warranty extension on the cylinder head. So if you have a misfire in cylinder 246, okay, and it's determined that it's internal to the head, and yeah, Chrysler will extend the warranty and basically give you a new cylinder head, okay, because it's a known problem. I got lucky. This car fell into that category. No matter who the owner is, that warranty extension applies. I think I bought it with 120,000 miles, which means I had 30 more thousand miles left. So after convincing him to drop the price very, 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 very low, I simply came back to the dealership and I put a head on it. Now, I put a head on it. So in the process of doing a head, if you have some extra lifters and rock arms, brand new, of course, you install those. So that's exactly what I did. In the middle of doing the head, I went ahead and installed brand new lifters and brand new rocker arms. Okay. Well, here it is, 20,000 miles later. I have a ticking noise. Okay, now I can only assume it's coming from the rear because I do not want to believe those brand new rocker arms and lifters that I put on this car is noisy again, failed again from that bank. It's 2 banks. It's a V engine, okay? So we're talking about bank 2. Surely I don't have a rocker arm broken in bank 2 because I personally know I replaced them all. So, but like I said, right now I have a ticker. It's ticking. It's getting louder and louder, and I don't want to eat up cams. Y'all know how much I preach about when you got a ticker to jump on it because you will eventually ruin the camshaft. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. And I definitely don't want it to ruin the rear exhaust cam, okay, because, it's part of the PCV system. That camshaft is expensive. I thought I was going to have to do one on my journey, but I ended up using a used camshaft on my journey. So that's a story behind this thing, man. What I'm finna do is doesn't matter. I'm not gonna even try to determine which side it's coming from because it has to be coming from bank 1, okay, the rear cylinder head. Again, I do not want to believe I got another broken rocker arm. Actually, when I did the head, I found a couple of loose ones. Like I say, I went ahead on that whole bank 2 is brand new from the head all the way up. Okay, so you shouldn't have any problem. I shouldn't have any more problems out of bank 2, period. All right, so I'm gonna take the camera down, let y'all hear what I'm talking about. I'm sure y'all done heard it, and I'm not gonna even film the complete job because I have tons of 3.6 ticking noise repair on this car or on this engine. Matter of fact, I even got footage I haven't even edited yet on the 3.6 ticking noise. So I have tons of footage, and this is my personal car. I'm gonna be taking shortcuts anyway, and I do not want to be taking shortcuts on camera. I do not want my subscribers seeing some of the crazy things mechanics do when they're working on their own car. All right, so that's just a little humor, y'all. Everybody, you know, y'all know where I'm coming from. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and let y'all at least hear, and then we're gonna go from there. And I might fire the camera back up when I find the broken rocker arm in bank 1. All right, bank 1. Bank 1. Please let it be bank 1. Or my whole of what I've said previously is all down the drain, because I'm under the impression that these upgraded rocker arms and lifters, and we shouldn't have any more problems out of them once we replace them. I do not want that to be a myth or a lie. All right, I got work to do, so let me get with it. I'll come back to y'all in a few when I get it all tore apart. All right, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna go to the ad break. I'll be right back. So guys, as you can see, yes, it is coming from bank 1. I'm getting ready to take bank 1 apart, take it totally apart. There's no reason for me to mess with bank 2 because this is a brand new cylinder head with brand new rockers and lifters on it. So I will essentially, y'all know the drill, intake coming off, lower intake coming off? No, I don't have to take the lower intake out. Valve cover come off, and of course, you know, all the coils and accessories and all that good stuff come off, so I can gain access to the lifters and the rockers. I have a set of rocker arms in my toolbox. Thank God I do, because I do not want to spend any money on this stuff. Now, I've been getting away with not doing the lifters, but I will check them, at least check them. Make sure they haven't collapsed and things like that. So, but my main focus will be on the camshaft itself. Need to verify, make sure the cam lobes are not chewed into. Okay, now, can you use a used camshaft? I think we squashed that beef on my journey video. Matter of fact, I'll link that video right here where I discuss, can you use a used camshaft? And I did use a used camshaft on my personal journey, and it works fine. Everything, the only thing you have to worry about is the gear that the cam reads. Okay, the cam sensor. There's a gear on every camshaft that the cam sensor reads. Okay, as long as that's good and the lobes are good, the lobes are not worn out, you will be fine using a used camshaft. All right, guys. So what I'm getting ready to do, well, I ran it for 5 minutes just to demonstrate this video, but I'm gonna let it cool down for a second, hot second, then start yanking everything out. Man, it don't take me long at all, man. I have these down packed. Fairly easy to me, but I don't want you guys. I may need my special tool. I tell you what, I have to use my special tool to gain access, because I'm doing them all, which means even the ones in the front. Okay, a lot of guys keep asking me, do you have to take the timing off to do those? It depends. I may fire the camera back up and show you a small little trick. So just stay tuned, man. Matter of fact, like I said, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. I've been giving away a lot of secrets lately, all right? So it's in your best interest, especially if you work on Chryslers or Dodge, to subscribe to the channel. And I would highly appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, I tend to answer any question thrown my way if I see the question. All right, but I would merely ask that you subscribe. So, like I say, guys, I got a lot of work to do. Let me get started, and I will get back with y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next video if I don't happen to fire the camera back up on this particular car. It's my personal minivan. Gonna do some rockers and maybe some lifters. I don't know. I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had to open this video back up. I told you I was gonna show y'all what I found, what's going on. Remember, this is my minivan. And I told you basically gonna be in the rear because I already done front brand new cylinder head. X56, not a recall, it's just a warranty extension. I put the information or video talking about that right here. X56 basically is a warranty extension on the front bank 2 cylinder head. Okay, if you have problems out of cylinder 2, 4, or 6, and it's determined that the problem is internal, Chrysler extended the warranty up to 150,000 miles. So you got to check with your warranty or check your VIN. I can check your VIN and find out if your car applies. But remember, it's got to be internal problem. They're not just going to give you a cylinder head because your car ticking. In fact, that extended warranty do not even cover if it's ticking. Okay, it's just most techs will go ahead and upsell you parts, all rocker arms. Like if I do one, I normally try to advise the customer to go ahead and let's replace all the rocker arms in his head so you won't have no problem. That's what I did on this head. All right, so my problem is in the rear. The ticking noise is actually coming from here. Okay, now you can see the camshaft worn. Thank God it wasn't this camshaft, because like I say, that's part of the PCV system, and that camshaft is expensive. I have an extra, this is an intake camshaft. This is Bank 1 intake camshaft. I have an extra one of those lying around. I'm gonna reuse it. Remember, I said before, I say it again, cams can be reused if the lobes are good and the sensor wheel is not damaged. Okay, you can reuse the camshaft. That is exactly what I'm gonna do on my car. I do not have extra money, or I do not want to spend extra money on a new camshaft. So, because this camshaft is chewed up, ate up. Now the lobe is still there, so it will open and close the valve. It got chewed up on the edges. That means this lifter, the ball fell, the roller bearings came out. That's why you got to change the oil, because those bearings had to go somewhere. And basically the cam was pushing up and down on the outer edge of the lifter. That's what chewed into the lobe on the outside. All right, so like I said, I closed that video down too early. I just opened it back up to discuss this. Now, I'm finna get to it. I don't want to film any of this because I'm gonna really be in a hurry. I don't have time to set up. And I have countless videos out there on the 3.6 dealing with phasers, timing, and things like that. So you can catch any of those videos. But on this one, I'm finna really get to it. I should be done in maybe an hour or so. All right, so thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.